What's up, guys? It's Sebastian H1, and we're back with more Bravely Second and Lair. Last time, we did a few things in Forum, fought the Kaiser's minions, and met an interesting gentleman named Geist, who could undo any damage possible to him. Geist the Bloody. On top of this, Alternus came to save Adia's ass, again, because, you know, he's thirst for that ass. But, on top of that, they were named the Gloom Broom and the Flower Maiden for this year's Florum Festival. Ain't that hilarious? On top of this, we started a side quest where we have to pick for two types of schools. Either have a co-ed school, which bears Lee supports, the monk, or pick for a women-only school, which Einherja, the Valkyrie, supports. And yeah, we're going to go finish that up right now. As you can see, though, Alternus is right here. Protect this town. You do what you must. So we're going to go head to those ruins and give the lady our answer. Between episodes, I asked my chat what they cared about. They did not fucking care. So, I mean, I have both. I don't really care. So, I'm probably just going to go with the choice I like. The Twilight Ruins. Ah, crap. Is this all set up again? Okay, no, it's open. That's what I fucking thought. Every door is correct. Oh, shit. I want to open this room. Just to get a moon. Oh, you. There we go. Rest in the tent.
So, Idia, I understand you studied the sword with Einherja. But what about this Barris person? He's from Eternia too, we?
Yeah. How many years ago was it when we first met? I remember it was just after I joined Master's school. That winter, Eternia was full of talk of an abominable snowman. Supposedly it was prowling the western corridor and ambushing unwary travelers. So I decided to go and deal with it myself.
How old were you then?
10? 12? Old enough to handle a sword, I can say that.
What? Nobody tried to stop you?
Sure, they tried, but I was having none of it. I even convinced Alternus to come with me.
Convinced or forced?
Anyway, we headed straight for the western corridor. But Einherja caught us before we got there. She'd been sent to bring me back. Alternus tried to help me get away, but Einherja got the jump on him, and my little game was over. Oh, you should have heard me whine. Einherja couldn't wait to get me back to town. But after all the running around and chasing, we were pretty exhausted, all three of us. That's when the blizzard hit. The world turned white. We could barely see, and then a giant figure slowly emerged.
The abominable snowman!
He knocked out Einherja before she knew what hit her. Alternus moved to protect me, but soon he too was on the ground, unconscious. Then it was my turn. I don't know how much time passed. I awoke inside a cave, warmed by a small campfire. When I looked around me, I saw Einherja on the ground, and also Alternus, battered and beaten. Then I heard the thud of heavy footsteps, and a giant shadow loomed across the cave wall.
The abominable snowman!
I knew it had come to eat us, but I didn't even have the strength to stand. I trembled in terror as the giant slowly turned and bared its gruesome fangs at me.
Yikes!
Then, I passed out again. Several days later, I was kneeling on the floor in fencing class, getting a real dressing down from Master. Father had already given me a spanking I wouldn't soon forget. It still stings just thinking about it.
Wow, so, you made it out alive?
Well, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here telling you the story, would I?
Well, so, what happened to the, abominable snowman? Let me guess. It was actually Barris, right? What? Barris was the abominable snowman?
Don't be silly. Sir Heinkel had ordered Barris to chase the monster away.
Whew, that's a relief. But there really was an abominable snowman?
Kind of. As it turned out, it was just an ice golem that had escaped captivity. It had knocked us out before we could get a good look at it. But Barris showed up and drove it off before it could do any real damage.
Huh. Then after, in the cave...
It was Barris who carried us there, to keep us warm and treat our wounds.
So the second time you passed out, that was Barris?
Yeah, that really cheesed him off. I just grinned at you and you conked out like I was some hulking beast, he said. I guess it hurt his feelings or something. Maybe he's more sensitive than he looks. Every time he saw me, he'd bring up how I fainted at the sight of him. Anyway, he and Alternus ended up as good friends. And Einherja joined Master's school to study the spear. I guess you could say it was the abominable snowman who brought us all together. Anyhow, those two are impossible to talk to. Stubborn as behemoths, the both of them. What was it they say? Birds of a feather? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I love the 10 stories. They're silly.
Magnificent! Absolutely astounding! Oh, and so well preserved! Yes, I can see no reason not to register these ruins as Luxembourg's 3,867th Cultural Heritage Site!
Just as you say, ma'am, you've been so enthusiastic in your duties, nominating every ruin of any possible cultural significance. Why, you've registered so many sites that not being registered has also become a mark of prestige in culture. Yes, I'd say that this would be a perfect 3,867th Cultural Heritage Site. Nice and tidy and compact and boring.
Yes, I know it all already. No need to preach to the choir, darling. Let's sit those lips.
Excuse me?
Hello, and who might you be, little girl?
That is Miss Idia Lee, ma'am. The young lady that you recently named Superintendent of Education in Florum.
Oh, of course! Yes, yes, yes! I had not forgotten, dear. I simply didn't recognize her face at first. And what is the superintendent here for, hmm? Oh, wait, I remember. Yes, yes, that's it. She was to investigate whether the new academy in Florum should be co-educational or not.
Precisely, ma'am.
Yes, 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 of course. I am so on top of things, it's frightening. Now, let us hear your opinion, Superintendent. Shall we separate boys and girls in the new school or not? Let's have it out of you. No dawdling.
Well, you see,
Enough waffling! Are you trying to vex me, you vexing vixen? Can't you make a simple decision?
Hang in there, Idia.
Take as much time as you need, Idia. After all, your choice is probably going to drag us into a battle against the losing faction.
You think so too? That's what I've been dreading.
That's how it always fucking goes. Okay. I vote for co-education.
The new school in Florum should be co-educational.
And your reasons, hmm?
Florum has finally recognized the equality of the sexes and been reborn as a nation where men and women live together in harmony. Tradition is all well and good, but even the Sacred Flower Festival has changed. Why shouldn't its schools be any different?
I object, Superintendent Idia Lee.
You didn't even let me finish.
You dare stomp on the hopes and dreams of my loyal subordinate, Idia? And to argue in favor of co-education, no less. You would sully the elegant traditions of this great nation in the name of some passing fad. You're a disgrace to educators everywhere. That's what you wanted me to say, right, Veeling?
So you want to fight, Einherja? I can't even pretend to be surprised.
I must say, I saw this coming as well.
Can't we just get this over with?
Finally, we cross blades again, Idia. Prepare yourself for a crushing defeat. Holder of the Valkyrie Asterisk and mightiest of the Venus Sisters, you stand before Einherja Venus!
I stand before a bitch. First things first, I actually want to kick you out because you suck. You just suck. Yeah, let's do that. Bye. Oh, I can actually see her health. Cool. Yeah, keep doing that. That's it.
Forgive me, my sisters. You've grown strong. We will leave this place. Dry those tears. There are still a great many things you can do for this nation. Let us find another cause together. I will always stand by your side, Rhoda. Ryla?
Rhea Veeling.
Right. Now, farewell, Idia.
Wasn't that...
Your opponent, yes. Or your former opponent. We've just ruled in favor of your co-education proposal.
Truly? But Miss Vealing will also be teaching at the new school, won't she?
Yes, naturally. She's a perfectly capable teacher, after all. We would not exclude her due to petty politics.
Why, that's wonderful. To tell you the truth, I've always considered her awfully...
Yes, I could tell it at a glance. Now zip those lips. Hurry and go running after her. Run. You might still win her heart. Yes, I believe in you. Now off you go.
Yes, ma'am!
What's the matter, Idia?
I don't know. This just kind of brought it home, you know? There are so many sides to every story.
Yes. How much you've learned. Why, my naming you superintendent was clearly a stroke of genius.
Superintendent, huh? Moving up in the world, aren't we, Idia? To tell the truth, I'm thinking of giving up on the whole bone setter thing myself. Maybe even becoming a teacher or something.
Teaching what exactly? You do know that you need a license to teach, don't you?
A license? Course I got one of those!
You do?
Master Lair is one of the world's foremost martial artists with certificates in every major fighting style, not to mention a license to teach 22 fields of medicine, including orthodox qigong, chiropractic, acupuncture, moxibustion.
Say what?
Yes. A star instructor like you would surely attract promising students from around the world. What do you say? Worth a try, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. I did tell Holly to come open a clinic with me. And recruiting students and all? That sounds like a royal pain.
No pain, no gain. What have you ever gained without pain? Nothing, that's what.
That mouth of yours! I think my ears are bleeding! Catch you later, you crazy old lady!
What an odd thing to say. Why, the Chancellor's only 40 years of age. Middle-aged, yes, but not old by any stretch of...
Prima! Zip those lips.
Women underage. Always a joke. Okay. Get that out of here and get going with the story. Can I go? Yes, I can. Oh, and if you hear bangs in the background, I do apologize, and I can't go around. I have to go through the fucking city. I do apologize. They are doing work nearby. I can't really control that. They're just assholes, and I can't really stop them. Bang. But that being said, at least it's not impeding our adventure. Here, and this tree is over here, in this cave.
Clan and Nom, are these the remains of some great beast?
The woodland Orochi. Giant snakes worshipped by the people as the guardians of flora. Guardians? But then...
They were hunted, near to extinction, because someone wanted to weaken the strong faith that ruled Florum. As a result, the forest here began to wither, as did Florum's virtue.
This is the way to your village?
It is. Try not to wander. It's easy to lose your way.
Force of the Sagata. Sagata, I don't know how to pronounce it again. Anyway. I do not remember the path. Bibbidi bop. All out of gear from all that. There we go. Okay. You can see this place is very layered. That's for a chest. This is also for a chest. Stop getting stuck. There we go, I see the entrance. Because I can see the adventurer in the background. Nope, that's not it. Chest. And another tent scene.
Oh, well, this is no good.
What's the matter, Idia? Everyone's asleep except you.
I wish I was, but I can't.
You shouldn't have drunk so much tea before bedtime.
Wait. We're both awake at the very same time. It has to be fate, right?
Or a terrible omen.
So let's play a game. You know, to help us sleep.
A game?
Categories, and no words ending in vowels. First category is monsters. I go first. Scorpion!
Nightmare. Oh, Damage, that ends in a vowel. You win. Too bad for me. Good night.
Hey, wait, we were just getting started.
It's late. You girls should be asleep.
Oh gosh, sorry you. Did we wake you up?
Oh, you were talking pretty loud.
Now poor Tiz is awake too. Look what you've done.
I said I was sorry. But now that we're all up, let's play another game.
Quel enfant.
Next up, word association. Stay on the beat, okay? Here goes. Tent. 1, 2.
After tent comes adventure. 1, 2. After adventure comes dungeon. 1, 2.
After dungeon comes dark. 1, 2.
After dark comes night. 1, 2.
After night comes sweet, sweet sleep. Right, sir. Nighttime means sleep.
No argument from me. Bonne nuit, everyone.
Huh? Wait, guys, what about the game? Oh, you guys are no fun.
All right.
And here we are.
It just looks like more forest to me. Is there really a village around here?
Why don't you watch and see? Sésame, ouvre-toi.
Wow, the path just...
That's amazing! How does it work? Come on, tell me.
I'm afraid that's strictly confidential.
Ha! Too bad for you, I already memorized it. Shazam! Uber tall!
No, that's not it. Say some over to all.
Looks like your secret is safe with us.
It seems so. Shall we proceed?
Sagata, or Sagita, Village in the Sky.
The village. The whole village is floating.
Get a load of that cannon!
What's the matter, you? You look positively green.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
You got me, okay? I'm afraid of heights.
Good thing it's your only fear, huh?
Alright. So, it's a nice little town. It's got its own shop. Here's magic. We've got the inn up here, which costs 70 pig. Okay, only 10 pig more. Standard item shop. And then this way, you got your weapon shop. Which will not have monk equipment. Oops, don't want to do that. There you go. I have both. Yeah, I already have both of those. We got the pig. And then over here is our way to go.
I have returned, Elder. And I've brought some fascinating guests.
Lotus has told me your tale. I thank you for coming, Moonfarer. And your companions as well, of course. I am Sirius, Elder and Chief of the Sagitta. I must say, I never truly believed there might be people on the moon. Our people have been raised to believe that we once came from the moon, though most thought it mere legend. And our duty, to defeat Baal. The technology and weaponry to do so, passed down by our ancestors. No Baal appeared in my father's time, nor in his father's before him. To think it would come in mine. As soon as that fiend came within range, we unleashed the fury of our arms. But the beast survived our attack and fled.
That's what brought me to Florum. I thought I could track the Baal's movements.
Yes. When next we find the beast, our aim will be true. We will blow that ball and the castle that holds it clear out of the sky.
Just a moment. Someone very important to us is inside that castle.
What's this you say? That is unfortunate indeed, and yet it does not change what we must do.
What?
This is our sworn mission, passed down among my people for generations untold. Duty calls, and we cannot turn our backs on it.
But... it's Agnes!
I have heard everything, my friends. Do not concern yourself with me. If you have the power to fell the beast, then let it be done. If giving my life will save our world, I'd gladly give it.
What are you saying? That's unacceptable and you know it. We're not just going to stand by and let you sacrifice yourself.
We're Agnes's Avengers, remember?
That's right. We already made up our minds. We're saving you and defeating the ball.
Please, Elder, can't you give us just a little more time? We only need enough time to rescue Agnes.
No, I fear the risk is too great. The next time the ball comes within range, we will fire. If you would save your friend in the castle, I suggest you save her quickly.
I am sorry, my friends. This is what we were put here to do.
We can't blame you for doing your duty, but we have a duty of our own to perform. That's right! We'll storm the Skyhold and save Agnes!
But now, how will we get there in time?
We're going to need to find a way to get airborne.
Okay. I will help as best I can. Together, we will find a way. Surely we have something useful here. Just let me know.
Hey, you. Let's check out the cannon first.
You think? Well, I suppose we've got to start somewhere.
Papa! Tu es revenu!
J'espère que tu as été sage, Procyon. Behaving and doing what your grandfather tells you?
Of course, Papa! C'est qui ces gens? Ils ont des habits rigolos.
These are our guests, Procyon. Don't be rude.
Your son?
Yes, my only boy. He's quite a handful. Don't ask me where he gets it from.
That's good. Means he's healthy.
Sure, as long as he doesn't break his neck first.
I didn't figure you for the overprotective type.
My wife, may she rest in peace, was the elder's only child. The future of our people depends on him.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's fine. Times heal the wounds.
Papa, pourquoi il a une coiffure bizarre, le monsieur?
Je t'ai dit de ne pas être si grossier. Ça doit être à la mode chez eux.
Oh, ce n'est pas du tout le cas, vous savez.
Oh, she speaks our language!
I most certainly do, despite my strange looks.
Sorry about that.
Now you see why I told you to be polite, huh?
It's all right. Even I think my hair looks funny. But I can't get it to do anything else.
Tiz, you could understand us?
I could kind of guess somehow.
What a riot you bunch are.
So, Mr. Lotus, about this cannon.
Oh, right. You had your eyes on the SP cannon. A true technological marvel, this. It converts the energy we call SP into a burning ray of immense power. Of the many weapons passed down among the Sagitta, it is by far the most potent.
Aha! So that explains the beam and those enormous SP ratings. Still, it's huge. We had nothing of this scale on the moon. Did you build it here?
Oh no, it was not us. It has always been here, since the days of legend. Our people have lived in its shadow for centuries, that the day might come when we use it to shoot down the ball.
SP cannon, huh? I've got it. How's about you shoot us out of this thing over to the Skyhold?
You'd be blasted en mille morceaux? Try to think of something that won't kill you.
Oh, really? I thought it was a pretty good idea.
While we think it over, come and take a look at this.
What's that?
That there is our SP storage tank. See those beds down below? We collect SP for storage from the folks who sleep down there.
You gather and store SP... Just a moment. What exactly is SP anyway?
Good question. The truth is, even we don't entirely understand. But it's said that SP is energy produced by the flow of time. You know how energy can be harnessed from the flow of water or wind, yes? Same with SP. But it's harnessed from the flow of time, as far as we know.
It is? Believe it or not, I never knew that. Then perhaps this hourglass operates on the same principle?
Hourglass, you say?
It can also collect and store SP. In fact, it seems to do it all automatically.
Incroyable. Such a small device can store SP? And you don't even need to sleep? Could you let me have a look at it?
Be my guest.
Ooh la la. What are all these scratches and dings? It looks like it might fall apart at any moment.
I guess we have been a bit rough with it. We, huh? Murder.
I might be able to fix it up for you. What do you say?
Spoken like a true engineer.
It'll be just a quick welding job, and it would be my pleasure. Voila! Take a gander.
Oh, it's gold now! What else did you upgrade?
Sorry, all I did was fix up the casing. It may not be exciting, but it's the best I can do with the knowledge we have.
It's more than enough. Thank you, Lotus.
I've got it. What if it were possible to use SP to fly? Please, Mr. Lotus, we need to know more about how SP works. Do you know where we can find the earliest records of the Sagitta? They just might have the answers we seek.
If there's any such thing, it would be in the ruins of Old Sagitta. It's a bit of a hike, but I can guide you. Let me mark your map.
Thank you very much.
Procyon, you should come as well. You should get to know our past, that you may guide the Sagitta wisely into the future.
All right. Let's get down here. Of course, it's the one time I have to go that way. And the overworld. Oh, another side quest opened up to us. Frick. Well, you know the rules. We gotta go do it. It's back in Florum. Yep, right up there.
Oh, exactly how long do you plan on following us?
Huh?
Considering how extravagant this city's architecture is, it actually provides quite clear lines of sight.
What are you...
Making it pretty hard to follow someone undetected.
Ow! I have no idea what you mean. Do you need something, stranger?
Do I need something? How about not having you following on our heels all around the city?
Following? Perish the thought. I've never seen you before in my life.
Still playing innocent, huh?
No. Forgive me. You are Idia Lee, yes?
Huh?
Is this man an acquaintance of yours?
No. At least I don't think so. I'd definitely remember someone this annoying.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to remember me. This is our first meeting, after all. I am Rocka Peller, famed across the realm as Peller the Third. Oh, yeah.
Peller? Whoa, as in the world-famous bard? Harka Peller?
You know this Peller person, you?
He was an incredible musician who spent his whole life traveling the world, leaving pupils behind in every land to carry on his legacy. His life reads more like a legend than anything else. Why, they say he saved nations from fearsome fiends with only his music.
That's right. We even sailed around the world to track down his legendary conductor's baton.
In music, the most important thing is to have fun. Boy, that takes me back.
Yes, that's right. Arca Peller was my grandfather, which makes me his grandson.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
So what does the grandson of a world-famous bard want from me, of all people?
Not anything I'd like my fans to overhear. Young though I may be, I'm quite well known.
If you're trying to go undercover, you could start by talking like a normal... never mind. Just lead the way.
Do, re, mi, fa, follow me.
Okay. Into De Rosa's old hideout, it seems.
Okay, it looks like we can talk in peace. But why here, of all places?
Why, this is my new studio! I purchased the property just last year! Is it not up to your satisfaction?
It seems to be soundproof at the very least.
Anyway, what do you need me here for?
Allow me to explain.
Yeah, before you do that, can you give the singing a rest?
It is a gift inherited from my grandfather. Whenever I open my mouth, me melody springs forth.
Then I suggest that you turn your little gift off before I turn it off for you.
I suppose silence is also a virtue. I will do my best.
Oh, well, there can be no doubt that you're a descendant of the great Arcapeller.
What makes you so sure?
Why, his voice? Arcapeller was the greatest musician of his era. Each song he penned became an instant classic. I'm actually a huge fan of the Bard myself. Why, I have every album he ever released. Well, actually, 2 copies. One for playing and the other set aside in mint condition.
I still don't understand. Why were you following Idia?
Yeah, I never did anything to deserve being stalked by some weirdo musician. Not that I can remember, anyway.
If I might be so bold, Miss Idia Lee, you are the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia, are you not?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. Okay, let's hear it then. Not that I want to.
First, you must know that I am terribly busy these days composing new songs for my upcoming tour, due to begin next year.
Let me guess. Someone's been interfering with your work? Someone from the Eternian forces?
Yes, 2 someones in fact, and just when I was about to set out in search of new inspiration.
It always comes back to the duchy, doesn't it?
I'm sure they mean no harm, of course, but I fear they both seem to want the same thing of me, and...
Let's cut to the chase. Who are they?
One would be the famed diva of the battlefield, Miss Praline a la mode. The other is a former captain of the Black Blades, one Hayred Barbarossa.
What? But they're both from the Black Blades, subordinates of my master.
The diva of the battlefield. She's not trying to get revenge on us, or is she?
I doubt it after 2 whole years. Leaving Praline aside, what would a pirate like Barbarossa want with a musician like you?
It seems to have something to do with a long-lost song of my grandfather's, which was discovered last year.
What? A never-before-heard song by the great Arcapeller? Oh, this is the news of the century! How did I not hear about this?
It was Miss a la mode who first contacted me about the song. I believe she was seeking permission to use my grandfather's last song for something. But I could hardly understand the words that she was using, let alone that eardrum-piercing voice of hers. It was all quite beyond my understanding. She seems to have quite a singular way of expressing herself. Since I couldn't ascertain exactly what she wanted, I've been avoiding giving any sort of response. While I was pondering a course of action, I was accosted by a rather large gentleman, Captain Barbarossa. He tried to tell me something in that rough, ear-shattering voice of his, but his words were as unintelligible to me as Miss a la mode's. The best I could gather was that they each had some designs on my grandfather's last song.
But you have no idea what they want to do with it. That's why you were following Idia?
Yes, it was by complete coincidence that I came upon you today, but I thought if anyone could help me, it would be you.
They're my master's subordinates. And my master's problems are my problems. I guess I have no choice. I'll go see what they have to say. Where are they now?
Miss Praline should be rehearsing at Florum Square Garden in the upper part of the city. As for Barbarossa...
You don't know where to find him? Okay, we'll track him down and meet you back here.
As a matter of fact, I'm planning a trip to the Witherwood, north of the city, in search of inspiration from my latest masterpiece. Once you've figured out what those 2 want, come find me there.
All right, we will. But don't get your hopes up.
We're almost out of time. Okay, well, Praline's in the city, so let's go talk to her right now. I might just extend the episode until we finish this side quest, because this side quest isn't that long. There's Praline.
What's this all all about? You can't just interrupt a rehearsal like that. We were on fire!
Praline a la mode, diva of the battlefield, and holder of the performer asterisk. This former member of the Black Blades went into early retirement after being booted off stage by Idia and her friends. Now she's making a comeback. And judging by her quick return to the top of the charts, her airhead act may just be for show. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Are you sure it's not your pants that are on fire? You sure came running over real quick when you spotted us.
That's just because I was surprised to see such a nostalgic face from my past.
Sure you were. We're here today on behalf of Rockapeller. You're not doing all this to get back at us for what happened at Eisen Bridge, are you?
Oh, you're here about the grand ship! That must mean that Rockefeller finally agreed to let me use my arrangement! Yay! Praline wins again!
Your arrangement? What are you talking about?
Boy, Idia, I know it's natural, but can't you do something about that dumb look on your face?
Look who's talking.
Anyhow, even you must know about the grand ship, the long-lost hit by the great Arcapeller. It has potential, of course, but it's a bit, how should I say it, dusty, musty, passé. So, Praline, the Princess of Pop, took it upon herself to create an arrangement that is simply divine.
Wait a second. If I'm understanding you, you want to re-release this Arcapeller classic as a new Praline a la mode song?
Totally! My miraculous arrangement has transformed a lame old number into a dazzling, cute masterpiece of modern music!
Wow. I guess I can't blame Rocka for being so confused. Well, at least we got the message. We'll pass it along to Peller and see what he has to say. But I can't guarantee that he'll agree. Sounds like an awful lot to ask.
No way! I'm only asking for what the whole world wants. Not letting me release my arrangement would be a crime. Just think of the future generations of my fans you'd be depriving.
Idia? Do you think that Captain Barbarossa also...
I'd bet on it. An old-timey song about a ship sounds like it would be right up his galley. Hey, Praline! What's Barbarossa up to these days? You know, the Black Blade's old first mate?
What? That old sea dog? How should I know?
You know where he is, don't you?
I haven't the foggiest. No, I know nothing about that stupid, noisy sea dog who shows up in the dead of night in some suspicious fog bank in the South Seas.
Right. Well, you've been very helpful. Another boat trip, huh? I guess we've got no choice. Sorry for interrupting your rehearsal. We'll let you know what Peller says.
It better be yes!
Jesus Christ, that background song. I don't hate Praline, but I don't... She has some problems. Okay. Now, if I remember, he's in the center of the map. Oh. He's not that far. Bang, 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 bang. Where's the shore? The ghost ship. This is Funky Francisca.
Aye! A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho! The life for me!
Idia, tell me that this isn't what I think it is?
It's a ghost ship, all right. In every sense of the word. I know how you feel. Oh, watch your feet. The deck's rotting there. Now then, if I remember, the captain's up astern.
Aye, there he be!
Here you are.
Ho-ho! If it isn't the Sword Master's favorite pupil!
Captain Hayredden Barbarossa, man of the sea, and holder of the pirate Asterisk. As Lieutenant Commander of the Eternian Black Blades, Barbarossa once came to blows with Idia aboard his haunted ship. Ever seeking adventure and romance at sea, he sailed the realm's oceans on the SS Funky Francisca with his ghostly crew. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Or should I say, the proud daughter of our illustrious Grand Marshal, eh? Welcome aboard, milady!
How about you just call me Idia and turn the volume down a bit? I'm actually here to ask about that song you were just singing. Was that the Grand Ship?
Aye, so you know the song!
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's a timeless classic. A tribute to all the brave men who've lived and died on the wide seas, left to us by a visionary virtuoso. That archipeller. He knew what it meant to be a man with dreams of adventure. A man among men, if ever there was one.
Those lyrics you were singing, were those also written by Master Peller? Why, new lyrics written by the bard himself would be a discovery for the ages.
You really are a fanatic, aren't you?
Well, more or less. I was improvising a bit, trying to get at the heart of what old Peller felt, you see. Me mateys here, they tell me that it was like a dream to listen the first few times, but now they want to die all over again. I know that's their way of saying that I've captured something real right here. Those sentimental fools. Gee,
Anyway, we're here on behalf of Rocka Peller. He's the grandson of the guy who composed that melody you're singing. He seems pretty troubled by you and Praline. Any idea why that might be?
That scurvy diva! She just had to go stirring up trouble, eh?
Scurvy diva? That's some way to talk about a former comrade in arms.
I've got me mateys here. I don't need some prima donna who thinks she's better than me, 'cause she's got a gang of deluded fan lovers. She'd go around the Black Blades, claiming that she did more than any of us, that she was the one pulling all the strings. Why, she'd even ask me what I was good for. After all, you're always drifting around on that dingy old dinghy of yours. When the Blades were disbanded, she took off solo without looking back. And when I finally hear from her, it's this!
A flyer for Praline's next concert. So, what's the problem? The diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode, is set to cast a dazzling arise on the musical discovery of the century. What?
I guess she means she'll breathe new life into it?
It's one thing to set her sights on a classic like this and think she can just recycle it for her own gain. But that's not even the worst of it. Why, she means to take this timeless ode to the men of the sea and slap her silly, sappy lyrics all over it. She'd make a mockery of a man's dreams, turn a soul-stirring sea shanty into some sugar-spun confection of conceit. Why, I was so blinded with rage that I sailed straight to that feller lad to demand that he take action.
That's it. And you were probably roaring and shouting up a storm the same as you're doing now.
In other words, he shouted so loud that nobody heard him.
Are you serious?
At least we've heard both sides of the story now. Praline wants to use the song for herself, but she's so painful to listen to that her message was totally lost on Peller.
And Barbarossa doesn't want her to, but he shouts so loud that no one can hear him past the ringing in their ears.
What a pair. Look, we're going to go and explain the situation to Rockefeller.
Don't you let that girl crush a man's dream! I know what old Arca would have wanted. The proof's right here in...
Oh, save your breath. The decision is Peller's, not mine. Just stay here on your boat until we return. And try to keep it down, will you?
Jesus fucking Christ. I know we're a little bit over time, but it's fine. We can dock at the other shore at least. So one wants to make a cover into pop, the other wants to keep the song in its original spirit. That's the gist of the issue here. Withering Woods. Witherwood. Yeah, tent.
Shine forever, oh crystal, shine bright and shine strong.
You're in a good mood, you. What's that song you're singing?
Oh, was I doing that out loud? Sorry. It's a famous song by Arca, Shine Forever, Oh Crystal.
A song about crystals? Was he a follower of the Crystal Orthodoxy?
Huh. Not that I know of.
Perhaps the Orthodoxy lent him its patronage and helped make his music famous around the world.
Perhaps so. I have to say, though, I am surprised you guys are such fans of his work.
I wouldn't say we're fans. Not like you, at least. It just so happened that we met his pupils and learned some stuff about him.
It just so happened? I'm a huge fan, and even I haven't had the good fortune of meeting his pupils.
It's all Praline's fault. We had to talk to those people to figure out how to defeat her.
Yeah, her singing was something else. Talk about getting caught in the crossfire. Anyway, by chance, we heard about a famous bard who defeated a siren with the power of song.
Peller silences the siren from his later years.
Incroyable! How do you know all these things?
He wrote a song about it, of course. It became a cult classic.
Both the siren and Praline had the power to beguile others with their song. So we figured we might get some clues on how to defeat her by talking to Peller's pupils.
That's right. Remember the very last pupil? His clue was the key.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. The most important thing is to have fun.
Right, those were the words inscribed on the bard's baton. Once we found that, we were finally able to defeat Praline.
Wait, you mean you actually touched the bard's baton? Oh, do you still have it? I would give anything just to hold it. Please, please. Weren't you using it as a back scratcher for a while? Anya's really told you off for it.
I don't remember. Where did we put that old thing?
But it's a modern-day treasure!
It wasn't like we needed it anymore. It was just a boring old stick.
Tell me about that pirate, too. The one who's arguing with Praline.
Oh, Captain Barbarossa. He was a member of the Black Blades with Praline. Second in command, no less. He'd known Master Kami Izumi for years and was his right-hand man. He was always going on about the spirit of adventure. I wonder if he ever found that Susanoo, was it?
I don't know. I remember thinking he was looking in completely the wrong place. A man of the sea, looking for the spirit of adventure. No wonder he was entrusted with carrying on Pellar's legacy.
I don't think he was exactly entrusted with it. Wait, I just remembered. The baton!
What about it?
I remember the last time I saw it. I used it to see if the potatoes were cooked through.
That's, creative use for it. So, what did you do with it afterwards?
It's strange, I don't remember. But there was a really crunchy breadstick.
Let's not mention this to you.
She ate plastic. Oh dear.
Deep within a labyrinth of falling leaves, the ruins of a once great faith now looming before my face, I find myself rooted in place.
Is this how you always do your, composing?
Oh, so you return. But yes, the voice of eternity whispers directly into my heart, filling my soul with song.
And what does the voice of eternity tell you now?
Not a thing.
So can you hear it or not?
I could hear it when I had some peace and quiet.
Well, sorry for the interruption. If we aren't bothering you too much by doing what you asked, we managed to find out what your two friends wanted.
Did you now? By all means, la 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 la, let us hear it. So, in short, Miss Alamode wants to arrange my grandfather's song in her own style.
You really didn't understand her, did you?
Yes, I hadn't the slightest idea what she was trying to say. Her words seemed utterly devoid of any meaningful content.
That's one way to say it.
And you say that Captain Barbarossa has also taken an interest in my grandfather's song?
Taken an interest? More like he's fallen head over heels in love with it. That's why he's against letting Praline remix it into something else. He says it would be an insult to your grandfather's legacy. That said, he may just be projecting his own feelings onto your grandfather. I wouldn't worry too much about.
On the contrary, I cannot dismiss his claims so easily.
Huh?
The long-lost score of my grandfather's. It included a scrawled note in his own hand. Dedicated to all who understand the mysteries of the sea and the hearts of the men who sail it.
Oh, you had to complicate things again, didn't you? Was that note made public when the song was discovered?
Yes, it was quite an event. Every detail of the discovery was announced.
So Barbarossa must know about it too.
I never heard. What sort of an Arcapeller fan am I?
This diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode. She is as famous around the world today as my grandfather was in his own time. Personally, I have no objection to her making an arrangement of my grandfather's song to add to her repertoire.
But if you agree to that...
I would be disregarding the feelings of a man who understands my grandpa Arca's wishes perhaps better than any other. Miss Idia, would you mind terribly if I erupted in song for just a moment?
If you must.
2 wishes, 1 me. Tell me what to do, such is my plea.
Such is his plea!
Idia?
Nothing. Praline's arrangement is probably what her fans, pretty much everyone in the world, want to hear. Who are we to oppose that? And yet, we know what Arcapeller wanted, and Praline isn't it. Not even close. So do we refuse her and honor the bard's wishes? What's the right answer? What advice should I give Raka?
Okay. What should we pick? I know we're running over time, but the fight's about to happen. Well, Chat's dead, so... Help the diva? Oh shit.
I'm at a la la la.
Oh, okay, I didn't actually trigger it. Help the diva or help the pirate?
Such is his plea! Praline's arrangement is and yet we know what our... What's the right answer?
Well, I mean, I use the diva ability, so you know, I always kill her because I don't really care for her. But decisions, because technically it's fair use. Technically, it is fair use to have a cover of a song. Channel my inner Nintendo with fair use. Oh boy! You gotta love how chat responds to that. Okay, the chat wants me to slam down a C&D, so... Cease and desist, you bitch!
You can't let Praline just have her way with your grandfather's song like that. I know she's a super famous star right now with a legion of fans who would love to hear a new song from her, let alone a remix of a long-lost song by the great Arcapeller.
It would be quite the event. Why, it could become the hit of the century.
But your grandfather wasn't trying to write a hit.
You speak of the dedication on the sheet music, but those were just idle musings.
It doesn't matter. That was what your grandfather intended for this song. Those were Arcapeller's last wishes. Your grandfather meant for that song to belong to those who loved the sea, those who understood a man's heart. It wasn't written for some fly-by-night diva to net herself a worldwide hit and a new legion of fans. And definitely not for her to remake it into some obnoxious pop song designed to drive men wild. That's... no way.
Is this? It sounds like my grandfather's song, but somehow lighter and cheaper.
Where's my manager? I won't suffer these insults. Praline, what are you doing here?
And it's not just me, you meanies. When you insult me, you're insulting every one of my fans and believers too. And you, Mr. Peller, ignoring my request so you could go gallivanting across the realm? And after I went to all the trouble of breathing divine new life into your grandpa's moldy oldie.
New life? You never spared a single thought for the original composer's feelings. You never show a shred of respect for anyone but yourself. You're a walking disaster!
Why are you always so mean? I can't believe you call me that!
And divine? All you did was rip off another artist. You're no better than a thief!
Thief? Rip off? Ooh, the nerve! It's an homage! An homage! Imitation is Praline's sincerest form of admiration, you know? And I can prove it! I went and asked for permission to use the song now, didn't I?
You've got an answer for everything, huh? Your excuses are impressive, which is more than I can say about your singing and dancing skills.
That's it! I've just about had enough to hear with you! You want to hear the truth? I hate these stodgy old songs. No one but a geezer would be caught dead singing the original. And I know all my fans would agree. Everyone around the world would hate it. What's the point in preserving some musty old song that everyone's going to hate anyway? There's no reason why I shouldn't be allowed to rearrange it into a girly, grooving sensation of style. Get with the times, idiot! You know what's hot? I'm what's hot. Too hot for you to handle. My popularity and my strength are world class now, you know. Fight me and you'll get burned. Wow, really? You think you can defeat me again? Idiot! You're even dumber than you look! Okay, places everyone! This is no rehearsal! We're going to make this idiot change her tune. Praline here! All eyes on me, thank you! I'll give you the show of your lives!
So she means to appeal the copyright. My response to that is very simple. Get rid of your fans. Oh, Tiz got confused. Holy magic. I'm not using related with Thunder. She's fucking Thundara. Or Thundaga. And... denied! copyright was denied, bitch. Accept it.
Oh! If this is it for me, then I'll just have to. Now's your chance! Come see Praline a la mode live in concert at Florum Square Garden! And hurry! Tickets are selling fast!
And that's enough.
Yes! I wasn't finished with my pitch yet! I'm gonna call my manager!
What a piercing voice she has! Is that the secret to charming the world as a singer these days?
She's mostly just charming the male half of the world. And something tells me it isn't with her voice.
In any event, I must thank you for helping me resolve my dilemma. Might I ask you to pass along the good news to Captain Barbarossa?
I think it's about time you started taking care of things for yourself.
Yes, of course, but I don't even know where to find him.
Somehow, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Aye! A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho! The life for me! Ha! So this is where you've been hiding out. I was looking all over for you lot.
As boisterous as ever, isn't he?
You've got to be loud if your voice is going to rise above the waves, boy!
Did you run into Praline on your way here?
Oh, that one! Ha! She ran right by me, crying and shrieking about some nonsense or t'other.
Raka here decided against letting her rearrange his grandfather's last song.
My grandfather wished for that song to be passed on to someone who understands the sea, as well as what lies within a man's heart. I am proud to be able to entrust it to a true man of the sea, like yourself, Captain Barbarossa.
Well, blow me down! Huh? This is sweeter than any booty I've plundered. We'll sing her right. When we pull in a large hall, when the winds are kind, when the storms blow in, and the gulls are only accompaniment. Aye, aye. A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho, the life for me.
How can anyone be so loud?
C'est horrible! My head is about to split in two!
I will not lose to you!
Okay. I think it was a good place to end off the episode. So next time on Bravely Second, we are going to head on out towards the next major point of the story. And, yeah. I will see you guys next time when we actually go towards, what was that place? Old Sagita. Or Sagita, whatever. I always forget what it's called. I know it keeps pronouncing it, I just keep forgetting the pronunciation of it. Anyway, see you guys next time. Have a good one. I'm gonna go head back to Florum and save.